It's not.
We're just Kraken Bay, because wherever they're making Kraken is where they know how to make good rum.
Puerto Rico.
Iron Islands.
Then there we go.
Pike.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the podcast with Hippie and Wigwam and Hessie and Stealthy Dave and the guy on the couch. They're here too, sometimes, anyways. And I didn't really write a third part for this song.
You didn't finish the fucking intro?
That sounds like the story of our lives for this podcast.
Well, anyways. Podcast! Woo!
Whoa.
Hey guys, welcome to the Banana Cast.
Banana cast.
Banana cast!
Wigwam.
Hessie.
Give me something.
Is this like that game where we just say each other's names?
It's so confusing.
I'm Jen.
No, you're dead.
And that's the crew!
We're bananas in pajamas, you guys.
Wigwam. Kelly.
Guy on the couch.
Hippie
Hippie.
something.
Kelly.
Stealthy.
Again.
Kelly.
Probably
Probably
third
that
time.
moves.
Kelly and Kelly. Boom.
We got them all. Everyone's covered.
We duplicated Kelly's.
Hessie Sans beard.
So I do want to point this out because I find this hilarious. Right before we started the podcast, guy on the couch tried to get a beer, fucked up, tried to get a second beer, fucked up, and then he went with strawberry milk because it was fucking easier.
It was so much easier than trying to get a proper beer that won't foam over like crazy because we bought shitty beers.
We didn't buy shitty beer, we bought cheap beer.
You bought beer, and beer in general is gross.
False.
You're
I'm gonna drink more beer.
I taste awful. Why would I want to drink more of it?
Because if you drink enough, it won't taste so awful
It'll
anymore.
taste like alcoholism.
Stop. Bad.
Eh.
You know how camera orientation
Bad
works?
egg. So why is our
Yes.
mascot not a banana in a cast? Like, I feel like that would have been
Oh, that
better.
would be great.
Damn it.
Alright.
Don't want to promote injured bananas.
No, just leave it.
Don't touch
Just
it. I'll
leave it.
smack your
I can
hand.
create it.
Just leave it.
If I
But we
draw-
will explain why we have finally, after 7 episodes, picked a name for
Because
our
we're
podcast.
lazy shits. That's
Yeah,
why.
well-
Yes.
We're not going to explain why it took us 7 episodes.
We
That
were
part was
on top
obvious.
of this.
We're lazy shits with no imagination.
Yes, but onward.
This is a really fucking stupid story, but it is.
It's kind of funny though.
It's one of those inside joke stories that's grown, so we're going to share it with you. So basically, the house that we live in, we call the Banana Palace. It's not a gay sex club.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That we
Don't
know
lie
of.
to them.
I don't know what he does in the
Well,
basement.
it's not named the Banana Palace because of that. That's just another thing
That's
that
our
happens.
side business.
Yeah, I mean that's just like the 2 rooms in the back. That's
YouTube's
That-
not
that's-
as lucrative as we want it
That's
to
how
be.
we cover half our rent.
hey man, I'm actually kind of digging this idea. That's profitable. But so, anyways, once upon a time, back when we didn't even live here, we were drinking as young people tend to do. And then this one person, as young people tend to do, got way too fucking drunk.
She wasn't even young. She was older than all of us.
Yeah, she was like 22.
She was like 23.
Oh,
She
Jesus.
is what the kids today like to call shitty, or as we might have mentioned in a previous podcast, buttered as fucking toast.
turned the fuck up.
Oh, God.
White
whatever-
girl wasted? I don't know. I wasn't there, so.
Chocolate
Whatever the
wasted.
fucking high school girls are saying these days.
They like to turn up or turn down for what?
I thought they were whatever.
my
I
God.
do not want to decipher that. That could be a whole podcast.
In any case,
What the fuck white girls are saying and what it means.
that's... we don't have enough time.
As we all have experience from our time as white girls.
I mean, there was that.
you know?
I'm leaving.
White girls, stereotypical gay men. Same thing, apparently.
I mean, more or less.
So-
Okay.
Not really. More or less. A lot less.
Lots
more.
I retract that statement.
Back to the original topic.
Okay, so we're here. There's this. I've never met this girl before.
She
and
was crazy as fuck, really drunk, and she started giving everyone names. The owner...
She called us the fruit salad,
Oh,
and she
man.
started naming us individual fruits.
Except for me, I was stripper.
The stripper, yes.
That's the most delicious and nutritious fruit.
I think it's because you have long, flowing locks.
I think it's because she put money down my pants.
Yes.
She put money down my pants too, but she still called me strawberry.
I didn't get a
Also, if I do become a stripper, I'm going to go by strawberry.
Strawberry.
Strawberry Jones.
Oh, God.
Jones.
Well, she called our good friend guy on the couch here,
Or Kelly. We're just going to go with that from now on.
The illusion is broken.
So it's because of you fucks. Can't get my name right.
Your name is so long, why'd you pick guy on the fucking
He fucking
couch?
picked it.
Yeah, you didn't want to be a part, so you got a name given to you.
In any case,
So he got called Banana. That was his fruit salad posse name. So
anyway.
then, the next couple of days being on some form of substance, and being stupid fucking kids,
fun square.
the next couple of days, no. It was not that.
Happy paper.
It was not that. Fuck up.
God.
No, this was the next couple of days later anyways. This was us just sitting around the apartment. It was like 3 in the goddamn morning. We were all just sitting around after work listening to music, chilling. And it was me and Hippie something and another person who was not on the cast. And we were like, you know what would be fucking annoying right now and hilarious to us if everyone we know texted Kelly Banana right now. It was like 3 days later. So we all texted Banana. We text everyone we know who was awake to text him Banana.
It only turned out to be like 6 people, but still. 6 in a
still,
row.
yeah.
Banana.
It's a decent turnout for 3 in the morning on like a Wednesday.
We have a lot of friends.
Or do we?
No.
A lot of friends
We
awake at
have
3 in the
no
morning.
friends at all.
We got at least 5.
So is our GTA 5 posse name gonna be the fruit salad?
No, we have a posse name though. We also gave a name to our viewer base, but we're not
Oh,
going to
yes.
reveal that quite at this moment. That's coming after the story.
Also what we decided when you weren't here.
Yeah, you should be around more. Wow! Fuck you and your annoying ass ringtone.
It's okay, they can't hear it.
Oh man, it's
Well,
bad enough that I heard
They
it.
know about it now.
So,
You're a bitch.
we move into what was Kelly's parents' house, and then they rented it out to us. So it became... We had a name for every house we ever went in. We used to live... We had the Wonder Palace,
The Wonderland.
Wonderland.
The place I lived in
Whiskey
before
Hotel.
was Whiskey Hotel.
And now Banana Palace.
We vaguely had a name for my old apartment
What was
for
it?
a little while. I don't know. It was like the
Can't
Shit
remember.
Shack or something.
It
It was
Well,
not very nice.
It wasn't the Love
In the
Shack?
fucking South
Oh.
End, you're not gonna get nice except for Southern Parkway.
My car's been broken into less times on the south side than it has here.
That's
Throwing that
fair.
out there.
We're in the South End. I hope you know that.
You mean once?
Yeah, well, never got broken into on the south end.
Your car got broken into here?
Yeah, so did mine.
On my
Both ours.
birthday, no less.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
What's
birthday,
not here?
motherfucker.
What happened? I was not here for
Well,
that.
he left his car unlocked.
My car doesn't have
Probably.
keys.
Probably.
So they were
I
both
don't know
unlocked?
if I left
Yeah.
my car unlocked.
Well, then, there.
I
No, I
honestly
can't fucking
don't
lock
know.
my... No, fuck you. Doesn't matter. Never happened before. It's still bullshit. Fuck the person that did it. It was
What
my
the-
goddamn birthday. I hope you feel fucking happy for yourself.
What'd they steal?
Nothing. There was
Nothing.
nothing in it.
Oh.
What's a steal?
They put my books back
Literally-
in the wrong order.
I was switching... Oh,
Thanks a lot, asshole.
I had just gotten the truck, so I was switching out of the one car into the other car, so I'd taken everything inside.
Oh, okay.
It was just fucking stupid luck that I just happened to be that day. But they were looking for electronics or something. I'm poor as shit. I don't know why the fuck they opened up my $500 truck with the busted up shit and the two-tone paint job that someone spray painted on, and they were like, I wonder if anything's good inside this car.
They were probably hoping that you had like $5 in the glove box
Like
or
meth
something.
or something.
They didn't even take my change. They probably left more money in the car.
I
I
think
bad
so.
for me.
I even had an iPod FM receiver that was actually worth like $80, and they didn't take it. So
I mean, they're probably just looking
Good
for drug
job.
money.
Uh,
We had a TV stolen. Like, we had a van a while ago, and they stole the TV inside of the van.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, there was a couple other things in it that weren't worth much, but they found it in a pile somewhere in the Silver Oaks.
Yep, but that is the Banana Cast, brought to you from the Banana Palace, starring the Banana himself.
Woo.
And now you know the rest of the story.
because that's Mike's super
Boom.
short show.
This could be on the rest of the story if we got like super famous.
Yeah, good.
I feel like in those 5 guys that named their podcast something stupid was Hassie Wigwam Crew. But we also have a name we thought for our viewers, because viewers need a name. We need a name for our fans.
If something
Those 5 people we paid to subscribe to our channel?
Yes.
No.
Them.
We're doing really well actually these
Not
days.
paid
We're
that
getting
much.
subscribers fast. Our videos are doing great. I'm super happy where we are. I'm not even gonna joke about it negatively,
Okay.
because I'm not a mopey bitch. Fucking Oscar the Grouch over here. You would go live in a trash can.
Well,
Well-
did live in my room before me.
Wow, man.
Ooh, a trash
Whoa.
can over there.
Talk about the 5 people that watch our podcast, that might be one of them. We were thinking we'd go with the Awesome Possum Posse.
Just
The
continue.
awesome
And decided
possums.
you were going to commit seppuku after having this idea?
No, because we're not a bunch of negative Nancys.
I don't know.
M, as in Mancy.
Bunch of negative Nancys.
Oh, wait, I see the confusion there.
You of all people should get this.
The fuck do you mean by that?
I don't know.
What do you people?
No, we're done on the meme train. We're done with the memes.
Choo choo, this ain't guacamole.
Is that really a meme though? I mean, come on now.
It turned into one, basically.
It turned into one? I didn't know that. I apologize to everyone involved right now and the viewers.
Do you think
So
there's people
everyone.
out there that don't realize we make fun of words on purpose and they just think we're like legitimately challenged and like, oh my god, these kids are so fucking
Oh,
dumb.
wait, they're from Kentucky. That explains it.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't hide that. I love Louisville. Cool city. It is right now. It's the best time of year to be in a lot of places, but
Autumn is the best season.
I would not want to spend October in any city in the state or in the country besides Louisville. Louisville in October is a beautiful city. It is just the most perfect temperature. The weather is amazing.
Except for all the rain.
Well,
Fuck you.
fuck that.
We're painting a nice picture here.
That's gonna even out though.
Speaking of negative Nancy's,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Asshole.
Fuck me, man.
Who's that Aaron kid?
I don't know.
No,
Let's
it'll even
fucking
out
kill
in
him.
two-
Oh
Alright.
shit.
He probably
I'm
broke
gonna
into
bleep
your
that part
car.
out, or else it's sanitated.
But no, it'll even out in like 2 months when it snows 8 feet and then ices and then like
We
Or we
any
won't
snow.
get any
Not
snow.
get 8 feet of
just-
snow.
it rains blood and then fiery hail or
Is
something.
Slayer
stupid.
playing in the background or something?
I can tell you are from no farther north than Kentucky. Because you
No, I just
Okay.
insinuate that we get 8 feet of snow and really we get like
You
maybe
mean, like,
4 inches one time for like a night.
this
And then
much
it's
snow.
I
gone.
was in Detroit for my aunt's funeral, so condolences aside for A being in Detroit and B being there for a funeral.
in that order.
And it snowed a fuck ton. Like, you talk about not being
Like-
able to see the road here.
A metric.
I was on
ton?
the highway and could not see
Standard.
any lines at all. There
Oh,
was
wow.
no lane anywhere. It was just pure white.
That's nothing.
Like, I can't. How do I anything?
That's
You-
nothing.
you live in New
In New York, literally higher than your heads. Like it would be
Oh
so
no,
bad.
it had started snowing half an hour before and had gotten to that level.
Yeah, it gets so bad in like places like New York that you have to shovel your roof,
Yep.
and people
Collapse.
wait. People wait until somebody's in their neighborhood's collapse, and then everyone shovels their roof.
Yep.
And the best way to do it is simply to walk up the snow to your roof.
That's fucked up. My whole family's from Wisconsin, so I was never allowed to complain about winter. I was told every snow that this was bullshit and that's not snow and that I should be going to school all the time. And the worst that ever happened, like, the worst part about last winter wasn't even the day that it snowed. It got down to 0 degrees and my fucking car wouldn't start because it was too cold. And then, like, maybe twice I kind of slooped around some snowy corners and ended up in the wrong lane when I was turning around too fast. Like, that is the extent of bad winter in Kentucky.
Well, we did have that ice storm that one time.
The ice storm was.
That was a nice. it was a
Every 4
beautiful
years
ice
we
storm,
get an
though.
ice storm, and that sucks, except when you get to stay home, and then it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean we stayed home for like 2 weeks.
Dude,
So
did we get an ice storm this year? We were having an ice storm, like, Twitch live fucking marathon.
Fuck yes.
as long as we have power.
Oh, fuck.
Shit, right.
Mine will be cold finally. It'll be amazing.
I had power all during the ice storm, so fuck you guys.
Oh, fuck you too. I grew up in Omaha, and my dad was from
My
North
condolences.
Dakota. Right? Fuck Nebraska, it sucks. My dad grew up in North Dakota. They got
Sound like
shat
fun
on
to say hi.
with snow all the time. But in Omaha, one year, we got snow in the middle of July, like 6 feet of it, and it was fucking retarded. It like tore down one of the trees in our backyard. I was homeschooled, so I didn't have a snow day. It was also summer, so never mind.
I was gonna say, you were going to homeschool in July?
No,
That is
fuck that.
hardcore.
Oh man, that would suck. My parents always tried to convince me to bring homework along, like on family road trips and shit. I was like, no, this
I
is
had
a
a friend
road
that
trip.
was homeschooled, but he wasn't. His parents didn't homeschool him at all. They just took him out of school and left her like the 5th grade, and,
And
then
then-
he has a 5th grade education.
Oh
Yeah.
God! What like homeschool?
Oh.
They just
So
No, it's a real
Mississippi.
shame because he's a real smart guy too. Like he's really smart,
He's
but because of
top
that, he lost a lot of motivation, and it's a real shame because like I think given the high school experience and having been pushed more by his parents, he'd probably be doing super well. School's important, guys. Education is fucking important.
Stay in school. Last winter was fun for me specifically because first at like 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, I wake up to hear my dad because I had gone back home to stay for a bit, just screaming, like yelling at
Bloody
the top
murder.
of his lungs. I'm like, oh god, he's dying. What happened? This is how it ends. I'm gonna have to take my dad's corpse to something or other. Maybe I should wait on that. But so turns out he had been taking our fat sausage wiener dog out and she had tried to jump, and he had slipped going down the steps. So to cradle the dog and save her, he took a step to the spine and ended up breaking 2 vertebrae and a rib.
Jesus.
Right? But
Jesus.
we had been snowed in, and he was like, well, we're going to wait for your mom to come home, so don't take me to the hospital. Okay. Sure. You do you. You know what's going on. You've got the medical training. I'm just going to chill. So in the morning, when we're going to make the drive to the hospital, I go out to salt the walkway so that I don't fall too. As I'm going to, with the bag of salt, I make it to the last step, fall, hit my spine on the fucking step as well, and break a hand.
Sounds like a great winner.
I spent a month in a brace making sandwiches for assholes with one hand.
I vaguely remember Kelly breaking his spine sometime towards the winter as well.
Yes, you saw me in the cast though, because it hurt to be around.
Yeah, there was a long period where he just disappeared from everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell happened to Kelly? Because I didn't like us? And like, hell, you dick.
Fuck you.
Died. I'm like, oh.
Oops.
Oh, well.
Maybe someone should have mentioned it. Should have Facebooked that shit.
Oh, yeah, because I'm all about that
You should have tweeted it at us
social
on the
whoring
Hesse
myself.
Hashtag almost died, bitches.
Just pictures of you flicking us off.
With a broken back.
With a broken back, yes.
Hesse, I have no idea who you are, but fuck
you.
Full fucking brace.
I've never met you yet, but I have a feeling I need to flick you off.
Just get a Facebook message. Who the fuck is this kid?
Why is this bitch in a brace flipping me off?
Why is there a banana so surly towards me?
Alright, changing topics.
Well, I don't know. Worst injury I've ever gotten. I jumped out of a swing when I was in the 3rd grade, and I was trying to jump as far as possible. So I got this swing, so the swing was literally rocking back and forth, and then jump as far as I can, and land solely on my wrist.
Ugh.
Snap my wrist to the point where the bone is not quite protruding out of the skin, but it's
Compound
there.
fractures.
Oh.
It's yeah, it was definitely there. And then got to go to the hospital. That was the only time I really broke it, but my cast was so fucked up that if, like, this is my arm, like, my fucking wrist was mounted, like, up here
Oh my god.
for the first month. Like, it does not even look like a human fucking hand could be mounted in this cast.
Man, what is wrong with you guys? Like, despite all my best attempts at self-destruction, I've not even managed to break a bone yet.
You drank fucking brake fluid and you've never broken a bone.
Yeah?
Did you also drink headlight fluid?
No, I could never find any. They always laugh at me when I ask for some. I feel like I'm an idiot.
The only thing that ever stopped him from doing it.
It not existing.
The worst injuries I've had so far in my life have been spraining my pinky.
I don't think that measures up
Wow.
to the other one.
That's not even true.
Dislocated
Yeah, you
your
fucking
hit. You just
shoulder.
was fucking getting there. I was gonna dislocate my shoulder. There's some buildup, man.
No one gives a fucking build-up. What
I don't
are you
feel
I hurt
this.
my pinky.
I hurt my pinky when I was like 9, and then I had to go to karate school.
That's
and I had
not-
to punch like that.
My sister used me as a fucking...
I think I know how you hurt your pinky.
Being a bitch. My sisters used me as a bike ramp when I was 3.
Oh my god! What? Wow, your sister's terrible.
No, both of them. One of them ran me over, and then the other one did too.
One
Oh my
time,
god!
I was going down this big hill and I did not know how to handle the speed because
Oh, dear.
not Speed Racer.
Go, Speed Racer.
Here,
Go.
Here comes Speed Racer.
Wow, thank you guys for that.
You're welcome.
But there was like this mailbox that someone had concreted into the ground, and the concrete had like gotten out to the road, so it was uneven. So I hit this huge ass bump and literally just did a front flip. Like I remember
fuck.
being in the air watching the bike like go over me and past me. Really didn't get that injured though. Just
That's
scraped
fucking
some shit up.
terrifying, though. It still is.
I was mountain biking in the Smoky Mountains and lost control of the brakes. Like
On
I was
top of
at
Old
too
Smoke.
far of it. Fuck you. Too big of an incline, and the brakes had just stopped working. So instead of trying to hit the person in front of me on this trail, I veered off into the forest.
Oh no.
Hit one tree, flew, hit about 5 more on my way to
my God.
a complete stop.
What's the most fun is like in a dirt bike, whenever you have a crash, whenever I crashed, like the goggles, they're styrofoam and they surround your eyes. Every time I crashed, the styrofoam would go up and cloud my vision, so I couldn't see what was about to happen. But like I'd always be ejected from the bike, weightlessness, shit, I can't see, into something hard, be it trees or rocks or another cliff.
God damn it, that's
That's
terrifying.
that's the time I broke my arm. I was going down a hill, and I started sliding on leaves. So I pulled in the clutch and just started flying down the hill. There was a bump at the bottom of the hill. Hit the bump. Didn't keep hold of the bike and smacked into another cliff where my arm hit the handlebars.
Wow. Jesus.
And just got a clean break right through the wrist.
I skateboarded every day for like 3 years straight or some shit like that, and then continued to skateboard off and on. Kind of died out recently, but never seriously injured myself, despite doing a lot of stupid shit, jumping off a lot of really tall fucking ledges, over a fuck ton of stairs, dropping in on some huge ramps, generally doing a lot of stupid shit I should not have been doing.
I lodged a 1x1 Lego piece into my knee once. That was fun.
Oh, God.
What do you mean by lodged?
Not lodged, but just like it, like in the flesh part, like right,
Very
right
nicely
about there.
imprinted.
Very nicely imprinted it into my knee while I was crawling around for Legos. And just boop, right there. Ow.
That is a weak ass injury with
No,
the
I got a better one. I saw someone.
I was a pussy.
It'll hurt like a bitch. Legos always
No.
hurt.
I saw someone who had online who had a cast, and they got a Lego in the cast, and the skin just morphed around the Lego.
Ah! Ah!
Alright, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ah!
That's a pretty good one.
So, Legos are no joke, kids. Don't play with Legos.
Or do.
Or
Play
no,
with Mega Blocks.
Duplo, Meccano. I don't know anymore. Connects.
Sacrilege.
Meccano.
Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs are okay. But
Wow.
everything else is sacrilege.
You're fucking sad.
Rector sets?
Those are okay. We can approve of
Connects are pretty cool.
Connects are shit.
those. Connects are like erectors. Just
You guys ever get like the Connects robot kits where you get to like actually program a robot and shit?
No,
I have one of
wish.
those at my parents' house.
I thought you were going to say in your car. It's like, go get that fucking shit.
No, that would have been stolen when they broke into my car.
Robot.
Oh, you're right.
I had some cool classes in high school and middle school, I guess. I can't remember all the times I did it. But one of the things I very specifically remember doing in school was we got this robot kit. You got to build a robot, and then you had to program it to run like an obstacle course and complete a few goals.
I did something similar like that. I was in a Lego club kind of deal where we just programmed like Lego robots to do shit. It's like same deal kind of shit.
One of the kids that went to high school with me, I was in a program where we had to do science fair every year. It sucked. I hated it.
Ugh.
But he
Did you make
built...
a volcano?
No. I made my own encryption algorithm, so fuck you.
Nice.
This guy made his own robot, made the software for it, everything, and got awards from the U.S. Army specifically for the quality of his work. I went to school with a lot of smart people that are far more intelligent than I will ever be.
We had a national science fair competition, and I knew the kid that entered it. He was a friend of mine at the time in high school, and he built this thing that was physically impossible. First of all, he wanted to like make this turbine.
one of those MC Escher kind of things, like
No.
those stairs that only go up. Or
No,
oh, okay. Well, what you said impossible? Like that's pretty impossible.
there's a big wire. It's yeah. But there's a
I
big
guess
range of
impossible in a
impossible.
large field, but anyway, carry on.
He basically wanted to generate electricity for a car as the car was going. And the problem with that is that you can't do that because the wind resistance on the car is going to equal the amount of energy that you're going to...
Perpetual motion is kind of
Yes,
sadly
basically he wanted to
unattainable.
invent perpetual motion by putting turbines on the top of a car and making them wind-powered. But it's not actually possible. But because he was the only person that entered in the competition, he won a fucking I don't know if it's an iPad, 'cause I don't think those were out at the time, but it's like a MacBook. And then he went to the national, and he was the only person in his division in the nationals. So he won again
So
with this goddamn impossible bullshit
he
physics
won-
breaking idea.
he won first prize in perpetual motion because nobody else entered.
Yes.
That doesn't. fucking
Wow.
make sense.
He won like 2
So he
MacBooks.
won for being an idiot.
Yeah.
Way to go, science.
My favorite thing though was my school did so well at the regional science fair in Jefferson County that they separated my school and gave them their own science
I
fair
don't think.
because they were taking all of the regional slots
But
to go to nationals.
JCPS doesn't really count because JCPS blows donkey Kong.
There are smart people in JCPS.
Well, yes.
Yeah, they ship them all over to Manual, and then they leave all the rest of the schools for the dummies and the averages.
I would have gone to Catholic
Normals.
school otherwise, so I feel like I really made it out a lot better than I could have.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Catholic school's great.
No,
We're
we're
all
not getting into
Kentucky.
this. No.
Yeah, Diverge.
Dirge of Cerberus? Video games. There we go. That was our tangent. Let's go.
Dirge
What
is a Colossus.
That too, and music. So
Colossus?
we got 3
Colossi?
topics. Our own videos, video games, or music. What do you want to do?
Oh.
Let's go with
So
video
many choices where I pick.
We were
I don't know.
talking about that one Jack Black game.
Oh,
Yeah, what
man.
the fuck did you mean by the Jack Black game?
Okay, the fucking Nacho Libre was the joke because it's guacamole. Fuck you. It was a legitimate joke.
That's a stretch.
No, there were
I
too
thought it
many-
was a legitimate rigging business.
Even more of a stretch. Wait, is that a stretch? I guess it's
No, stop.
Anyways,
We're done.
We've got Bad Rats coming up this week. Heck yeah. It's a Steam game for like 87 cents.
We've got an actual good game. We're gonna be playing Guacamelee.
Guacamelee is
Nacho
really cool.
Libre?
I really like that game so far.
Wait, what are we playing?
It's one of those few games where I actually legitimately was surprised that it was good. It just seemed goofy, and I'd gotten it in a Humble Bundle.
It looks
Yeah,
like a lot
Goofy
of fun.
doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, no, Goofy does not entail anything. Like, there are a lot of games that I have in my Steam library that I would never have picked up
Oh god.
without just looking at them first.
Never mind.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I was just thinking of how,
Self-revelation.
like, when are we gonna play All for One? I was like, oh wait, we gotta finish Little Big Planet first.
No, we don't.
We don't
Yeah,
have
eventually. See, Guacamelee has a great sense of humor. It's got a cool art style. It knows its theme.
It knows its meme too.
Yeah, it
Oh,
definitely
man.
knows its fucking memes. All the meme puns in that game. But the combat is solid. The game mechanics are fun. It's very Metroidvania, so we're already getting to the parts where we're like, okay, we need to come back here when we get a power up and go to the end of the level and get a new power and then unlock the next part of the level. Which is a game style that I really have always enjoyed. And it does it well. It's really nice to see someone that is basically not Metroid to do that style of game because you don't see it a lot. It doesn't have to be an exclusively Nintendo type of game style either. It's nice to see someone else taking their own spin on it.
Well, like you've said, the Metroidvania is really fun, and I would say that's probably just my favorite kind of game to play. Like, the old Castlevania, the newer ones kind of suck. They're actually just awful, but I am glad to see someone step into that ring. I am just excited to play more of that kind of game. I've got some games on my Steam library that I was playing that are like that. I just cannot think of them off the top of my head. And I would like a new Metroid to come out that was in that vein, not the, not the other M bollocks that we don't talk about.
You're the one bringing it up.
It was bad.
I used to have a big Steam library, and then it disappeared for some god awful reason.
I wonder.
Probably because I didn't log in for like a year and a half.
No, my Steam library consists of Counter-Strike Source and now Bad Rats.
Whoa!
Two
Wow.
games.
Yeah.
Man.
That's fucking sad. I got a bunch of Humble Bundle games as well, and then a few games that have been gifted to me. And Five Nights at Freddy's, which is super fun.
What's the other horror game we're gonna play?
Oh man, we're gonna play Amnesia. No, not Amnesia.
Well, we are going to play Amnesia.
Yeah.
Eventually,
We're
We're
going
also
to
doing-
play Slender the Arrival.
we're gonna play Resident Evil 5.
We're
The
playing.
best horror game.
It's
Oh
so
my God.
scary.
Left 4 Dead 2.
my god.
Yep.
That's so scary.
There was a game just came out. Alien Isolation seems like a good one that we should play.
Oh yeah, with the aliens and the isolation.
No, only
No,
one alien.
The alien.
So, I don't know. We talked about horror games on the podcast. Five Nights at Freddy really did the horror genre well. I feel like Slender does it well. Ooh, I've seen some PT too. PT is fucking shit your pants scary.
Yeah, no, I've seen videos of it, and I didn't want to watch it.
PT like physical training or like
No, playable,
Test.
something like that.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah.
It's
talking
Silent Hills.
It's made by the guy
Plural.
that made Metal Gear.
Hideo Kojima? No, I thought he was just involved. He didn't make it.
Oh, I don't know. What is involved even? Whatever. He's involved in.
Fuck you.
And he basically sat down and was like, yeah, I just want to make a game that is shit your pants scary. It has scary atmosphere. It's got jump scares. It's got fucking
the
scary
prolonged-
monsters. It's got scary fucking baby fetuses in sinks.
Yeah, that was
Baby fetuses
strange.
in sinks that
I
are
don't-
first fucking crying that you can't see. Then you go around the hallway again, and then you go back to the same part of the hallway, and then you go in and you're like, holy shit, that's scary. And then you come back again, and then it's fucking talking to you.
Oh, and then there's a fridge that is hanging, filled with it's just dripping blood all over everything, just giblets and grossness and
giblets,
everything sounds very visceral in that game.
flesh
Just-
nuggets,
The sound effects are very well done.
flesh nuggets.
You're walking through the hallway too, and you look up and you see a balcony, and you're just like, oh fuck, why do they have to put a balcony there? And you know
there's always
why?
gonna be someone looking at you from that fucking balcony when you don't.
It'll just be eyes.
Like,
You know,
how
like
crazy is that? Because they're not gonna do anything.
That's
They're not
why
gonna
Freddy
do-
was the scariest one in Five Nights at Freddy, because every time you saw him, it was just eyes. Shit's terrifying.
I didn't follow any kind of rules whatsoever. He just did what he fucking wanted.
Scariest part about Five Nights at Freddy was the goddamn "it's me" flashing on the screen hallucination.
That-
The sign for the fucking Pirate Cove changes from "Sorry, we're closed" to "It's me" every now and then too. It's pretty fucking terrifying.
There's a lot of depth to that game. Like, there's
There
more than
really
just
is.
the basic
I would never
jump
notice
scares.
that shit though while I'm playing.
It's
I'm
hard to
too
catch because you're
terrified.
scared of the fucking animatronics coming to kill you.
Well, that's the thing, is you get better at the game, and then like you start to wear off some of the jump scares, and you're like, holy fuck, there's all this other shit still happening. And then you find like the Easter eggs, like you look at the poster on accident for too long, I guess, like we did, and then all suddenly it's me, and you're like, oh my god, fuck.
And then a group of grown adults click on a squeaky nose and
Yay!
There's gonna be no shit like that in Slender, by the way.
No, God
There's
no.
no safety blanket in Slender.
There's no safety blanket in Amnesia. That shit's scary.
Yeah.
Yep, or PT.
I've played literally 2 minutes of Slender, and I got to a house in the woods.
Yeah, we did this together.
Got to
You fucking stalled for as much time as possible on the trail, trying not to get to the house because it was still sunny outside. And then you ran out of space to explore because it was like really fucking short. We go into the house, we take a right because you can only go one direction. We go through another room, we look to the left, see it's kind of shadowy to the left, and I'm like, nope, let's not do this.
See, that's
F10.
how I feel horror is done best though, when things are just unsettling instead of being a boogie woogie woo in your face. Like, it doesn't need to be up in my grill to terrify me.
Right? You don't have to be throwing shit at me all the time.
Well,
Doesn't
like,
necessarily have to be.
Broke a coaster.
Just open your beer. It's okay. This is getting fucking scary. All right,
There's
got
hold on.
a block of wood out. Someone is about to be injured here on the banana cast.
no,
Well, you're
it's gotta
doing
be
that
the wood.
wrong. You can't
Just
hit
do it
the
on this.
cap
What
of
is
the beer.
Just do this.
You
God.
can't hit the cap and expect it to open.
Says who?
How much collateral damage are you gonna cause there?
Yes.
Arnold
Bruised
Schwarzenegger?
the bone
This
in
looks
my
familiar.
hand, but
I did that one time doing that. I was opening beer bottles and I hit it the wrong.
That was loud. I'm sorry.
You need to hit it at the right angle. Use your force diagrams, man. Draw a free body
free
diagram.
body. Okay, let me get on my protractor here so I can beer this. Oh wait.
There's a lot of good engineering that goes into alcohol. And drinking it, and getting it open, apparently.
True dat, man.
Oh, man. Fuck horror games. I don't know. They're fun, I guess. They're...
Okay, I've
Shit
got a
your
question
pants
for
scary.
everybody. Least favorite genre of games?
Oh.
Have we not done this already?
No, we've not.
No, we
We've done
have favorite. You're right.
Yeah, I guess that is good opposite.
Oh, man, I don't even know.
Does Call of Duty count as a genre?
Yes.
If they put out one more fucking game, it'll be its own genre.
The modern
There's one coming out
FPS
in
could be
There's one coming out in November, apparently. And
Advanced Warfare
I don't know,
with
man.
Kevin Spacey.
There's still fun to be had in the modern FPS.
The modern FPS, I don't hate.
Yeah,
It's
yes, Call of Duty is annoying and it's easy to make fun of. It's still... Call of Duty is not fun to me anymore.
Well,
There are still modern first-person shooters that are fun, though.
my favorite modern, takes place in the modern day shooter that is out now would be Spec Ops The Line. And if you don't know why you should play that, look it up. It's fucking awesome. It does everything well. And it basically presents you with, here, do these things, and then immediately makes you feel like shit for doing those things. Why did
Aw.
you listen to the game, you asshole?
Alright, well, I'm ready to start with my least favorite genre. My least favorite genre is text-based narrative games.
Oh man, Phoenix, right? What's
You mean
wrong
like
with you?
the old Oregon Trail?
You don't get your
visual
last shooting.
novels?
No.
Okay.
It's a weird thing that I don't feel blends very well. Like I love reading. I'm a big reader, and I'm also big on playing games. And I even like games that give you lots of dialogue choices that let you control the story. But when all you're doing is clicking through text and here's a picture of a person and a background and some text and a story, and that's the game for 6 hours. It's not fun to me. It doesn't capture my interest. I would rather read a book that has a more compelling story, because that's the other thing, is I've never played one that had a great story, or had great gameplay, or just, I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't mix well. I don't feel like the two things add to each other. I feel like they just detract from each other. You end up with less than the sum of its parts.
Or we don't like the learning leapfrog games.
I hate Reader Rabbit and the Zumbinis.
You know, I would disagree with that because that math frog game, whatever it was,
Leapfrog.
Number
No,
Muncher?
not Leapfrog.
Number Munchers
Not Number
is
Muncher
the
either.
shit. Number
the,
Munchers is some good shit.
Like the typing practice games.
Maybe
Mario
vegan
typing is great.
Typing of the Dead
Typing- I was
is
about to
legitimately
say.
a good game.
Typing of the Dead is a good game.
Typing of the Dead is fun.
Number Munchers is a good game. The Impossible Machine is a good game. I enjoy some educational games.
The Impossible Machine. I think I played
I think
that.
I would
You
rather
get like
play-
100 little physics things, like here's a cannon, here's a trampoline,
Yes.
and they put it on every
Yes.
elementary school computer in
The
the 90s and early
Impossible
2000s.
Machine was the shit.
And that is
Oh
what
my
computer
God.
class was when I was in elementary school. Like, literally, once a week, or no, it's like twice a week, go to computer class, and computer class was just like, alright, make a PowerPoint. Okay, I can do that in 5 seconds. Alright, play Impossible Machine when you're done. Fuck yes. Build some fucking trampolines and some cannons. Fucking put so many trampolines and cannons on the goddamn screen that the computer just fucking crashes.
Sounds like
I played
Gary's
Kitten
mod.
Cannon.
What,
I'm a
ki-
terrible human being.
what style of game is like Candy Crush Saga? What is
The
that?
casual game.
Bejeweled.
Bejeweled? Like, is that like a...
Legitimately, the
games?
blanket term would be casual games.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, that's like my
No,
least favorite
Is that
thing. It's
technically
like,
a
no,
puzzle?
It's
game?
kind of
It's not. It
puzzles.
doesn't even
They-
require like complex
Right.
thought. It's like
They market it as a
No.
puzzle game, but there's no puzzle to it.
No, it's
I mean-
designed to keep you playing more and bother other people. It's like it's a pyramid scheme. of
Perpetual
games.
motion game.
Yes.
It's a perpetual motion game, and now they've incorporated perpetual money sync games into
Pretty
that.
much.
a lot more lives.
That's...
I
Hey.
I have to say that's my
Pay to
least
win.
favorite.
My
Because
everyone's
I feel like
favorite
there's
game.
some good point and click adventure games like Metal Dead, but Metal Dead is just
You know,
bleh.
I played Candy Crush, and it wasn't that bad, and I probably would have continued to playing, but I got to a point where it said, hey, if you want to continue, give us $1. And I was like, no, delete, forever, we're done.
Yep.
Me and you were breaking up. That's like going on, that's like we had a good first date, and then we went on the second date, and then you just like dropped the N-word, and I was like, nope, we're fucking done.
We're done. So
You're
Dunzo.
gone, you're cut, you're donezo.
Asking for money in-game is the video game equivalent of dropping the N-word on a date to me.
wow. So EA is just the Grand Wizard.
EA, yeah, no, EA is the racist, like, fucking KKK. I am boycotting EA.
Oh, I'm.
Here's the
I'll
exact
join you.
the exact moment I boycotted EA. I went out, I bought Battlefield 3. Wanted to play with my friend. We played 5 hours of multiplayer downloads for the game to work.
Oh my
Hit
God.
play. They make him buy a separate code to play on his gamer tag, and then we can't split screen online or offline even. And then I just literally, I didn't even want to play after that. I played that game about 3 hours because I got so angry. I played it once.
You see, I played it on the PC, so it didn't have that many issues, but it was still just, it turned out to be a shit game. It was exactly like Call of Duty, and I was not impressed compared to how much I loved Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2
Two
was
things
my
about
fucking
Bad
shit.
Company as a really great game too.
Bad
Bad
Company-
Company was great, but like the thing like Battlefield is doing now, like Battlefield 4, all they're doing is like adding new maps, and then people only play those maps for the online servers. So you can't get a good server that isn't completely full, that isn't on the one of the stages you have to purchase
The
after
learning
the
curve in
game's
that game too is like, if you don't have a group to play with, you can't play. And
Yep.
if you want to, you can't drive any vehicles unless you already know how to drive the vehicles.
That's one thing that was great about Battlefield 2 is there was vehicles fucking everywhere all the fucking time. Vehicles always spawned, no matter what.
I have no idea why the
Look-
best competitor for Call of Duty decided to try and be more like Call of Duty.
And speaking of companies that we're boycotting, so EA, I don't buy any more of their games. That is
We're
done.
boycotting Steam, right?
No.
Yeah, because fuck Steam.
I hate Valve. Damn them.
Ubisoft, I refuse to buy anything from Ubisoft.
Oh, I just pirate their shit.
They
Fuck
have
that.
been digging themselves into a fucking hole.
Do you guys want 8 or no? Okay, this is. I was gonna make a joke about this, but they actually
What was that sound?
literally
first of all?
had 4 Assassin's Creed games come out this fucking year.
They had 4 this year?
4 Assassin's Creed games this year.
What the
And they also, so the
Well,
PC,
I mean, they
I
don't
should be able to run
sweatshop
Assassin's
shit.
Creed Unity at whatever settings I want. Should be at 4K resolution, should be 120 frames per second. No. Stuck at 900, and it is at 30 FPS.
Oh god.
Because of the Xbox One version. And they're like, well, the game industry is moving towards 30 FPS. Like, no, it's not. You are so monumentally full of shit. You are sitting upon a tower of fecal matter. You fucking... Word I'm not gonna say.
So who else got a worse
I was
genre?
about to say, we didn't get around on that.
I really don't know.
Mine would be like cat. You asked the question.
I know. I didn't expect this. This is too much pressure.
I would stick with casual for me because it's just like I want a game that brings me in. I want a game that just like makes me want to continue playing, has a great story, and I love it. Casual games just don't do that for me. I'm just like, okay,
that's fair.
Okay,
it's a time sink. It's totally a time sink.
Yeah,
it's like 2048. I put way too many hours into that. Right. I didn't even enjoy it. It just got to the point where I was like, I have to prove to myself that I can get to this next part.
That's exactly what it was for me, and I just made it to the 2048, and I was like, no, I'm done. Fuck that.
It's like a little pig game at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, no, I beat that a couple times now. I don't know why I still play it even, but it's the same fucking thing. I just can't stop. I have to prove to myself that I can still do it.
I would say my least favorite genre was probably the self-proclaimed action horror games like the Dead Space series or what Resident Evil turned into, all of Fear, what Silent Hill has
Fear
become
died,
up to
man.
PT.
Fear 2 sucked.
Fear was like, oh my god, Fear's the best game ever, and then like, what the fuck happened to Fear?
The Ravenholm bit of Half-Life is scarier than all of those games combined.
This guy right here.
Specifically because you don't have any ammo, you have to basically rely on your gravity gun, and the atmosphere of it is perfect.
That's why they built that level, is to show off the gravity gun. Just like, this is what you have to do.
But it's also not the whole game, and that's what makes it shine so much better. Whereas in Dead Space, they're like, I wonder if this corpse is gonna jump out at you. Ooh.
The first time I played...
Spoilers! The answer is always yes.
Just dismember the fucking corpses and you're fine.
The first time I played through Raven Hold'em...
Texas Hold'em?
The first time I played through it, I was like 14, 15, whatever age I was when Half-Life 2 came out. And it was like 3 in the morning, and I just got to like maybe 10 minutes into it. I was like, no, fuck this. I'm gonna play it when it's not like dark light outside. That's how kind of scary Ravenholm is, because like you go through it your first time, you get really fucking scared because you can't do anything besides use what's around you to kill the zombies. And when you don't have anything around you, it can really fucking suck.
And those fucking neurotoxin head crabs and the screaming
God.
head crab monsters, and then the ones that are throwing black head crabs at you.
Oh god, those are the worst. The noise they make, dude. The noise they make, they just like they're breathing. It's like it's fucking disgusting.
As mouth breathers?
Yes, they're mouth breathers actually.
And then in Resident Evil, it's like, oh, this thing would be really intimidating if I didn't have a rocket launcher to immediately dispose of the threat.
Resident Evil gave up on being scary a while ago. I would say The Walking Dead has surprisingly, after a couple seasons, started to actually write some scary shit again. Some decent moments. The fourth season has really picked up where the second and third seasons were, I felt, in my opinion, super going downhill. There was a moment in the fourth season, not to spoil anything, but two of the characters were in a trunk of the car, and like they're being chased. They have no weapons. They've been separated from the rest of the group. They have this sense of they think everyone else is dead, basically, and they panic. They get in this trunk, and they have to hold the trunk slightly open because they can't shut themselves in because obviously you'll get stuck, and then that's a fucking shitty way to go out in the zombie apocalypse. And they spend a whole night, and you just see them in the car all night, and like the one person's crying, the other person's got his fucking weapon pointed out, and you know you're fucked because you can just hear like an entire horde. And it's just that sense of dread of like, if they fucking find them, they're fucking dead. Like either the hiding place is going to work or it's not.
Yep.
But they're doing a lot better.
I still have yet to see any of it.
Well, back to my decision for the genre.
Took you long enough, you fucker.
I had to decide.
You gotta look up genres.
Yeah, look it up on Google.
Yeah, I had to look up because there's so many genres, like the sub-genres that I had to think of. And besides casual gamings, which those aren't even meant to really entice you, they're just there for people who want to waste 20 minutes to play video games, which, whatever. They're not my favorite, but if I were to go for like a main genre, it'd probably be MMOs. But that's simply because I just don't feel very immersed in the game. I feel like, because I mean, you can do something in an MMO and then come right back to it and nothing will have changed.
Well, and they're always like, you are the stalwart hero of the land. you and the other 10 million people
Yeah.
playing this fucking game. It's not a personalized
I do like
experience.
Guild Wars 2. The way they did it appeals to me. But even though they said, we're going to make it so you matter to the world, it still didn't really. Besides somebody sending you a letter saying thanks.
Yeah.
That's about it. There's like the world events still happen for you, and it just doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. I don't feel like I've done anything in the game.
World of Warcraft's on like the 5th expansion. Why don't you just
What
hop
was
in?
What was the dungeon crawler game that came out recently?
Torchlight, Diablo, Gauntlet.
Fucking RuneScape, yes.
RuneScape.
Fucking
Oh my god.
Does anybody still play RuneScape? If you still play RuneScape,
12-year-olds.
I was gonna say, as long as there are 12-year-olds, there will be RuneScape players.
My old college roommate.
no, there's like no.
I feel like Zezma's still got to be kicking around.
Jesus Christ, he's gotta be like 90 years old now. I'm probably like dead and like vicariously.
He's probably passed his account on to some other 12-year-old.
Fucking just somebody buy this.
Pass
Give
the
me $1 million.
gauntlet, never tell anyone you're not me.
Whatever. If you do, I'll find you. I know
I
how.
know it. You lost me when I
Okay.
played RuneScape for about 20 minutes in 2nd grade, so that's dated.
You were thinking of
That was
Gauntlet,
my
though?
fucking Friday night. from
And
all
then
middle
never
school.
got past the tutorial island.
Okay, so you were thinking of Gauntlet?
No.
Okay, well, then no one cares.
Diablo.
Diablo, there we go.
That's not recent.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
What
recent.
about it?
It's recent.
What was your
It's
point?
recent to Stealthy
No,
Dave.
Diablo 3 came out.
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Was that your
Yes.
whole fucking point? Was that Diablo 3
Jesus,
came
That's
out?
fucking old. Oh well, okay, never mind.
No,
That
life
game
is
was
just
absolutely
disregard.
awful at release,
I didn't
but
play
it
it.
got better
Yeah. Error
after a
32.
year and an expansion.
Closing statements, anyone? It's time to
Fuck you,
wrap
Stephanie
this
Dave.
up.
That is
Well,
my
I
closing
believe
statement.
since the last podcast, Smash Bros has came out, the new one for
Oh,
Have
3
we
God.
not talked about that?
No, we have
real
not.
quick.
Should we save that for the next podcast?
We
I feel like we
could.
could go for a long time.
Smash Bros.
Favorite character, go.
9 out of
Sheik.
10.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Still Sheik.
Peach.
Always Sheik.
No, I don't
I
know.
know it's not. It's
Yoshi
Fox.
has been my fucking best
It's not my
character.
favorite. That's just my
Okay.
first start.
Robin is my favorite new character, though.
You guys are lucky we're playing anything, is what we're saying. Fucking Smash Bros. Is out, you're lucky we're still making videos.
Oh god.
We've even
New
fucking
character.
showered.
Favorite new character is either Shulk or Little Mac.
Shulk
It-
is a fantastic character.
It would be Little Mac hands down if
If
he
his
had
recovery
any
wasn't
kind
bullshit.
of decent recovery.
He
But
doesn't
has
need a
none.
good recovery. He hits like a tank.
Yes, but
But if
he's
he-
still a featherweight for being hit
If he even remotely goes anywhere past the left side of the stage,
and
you
isn't
are
above
fucked.
it by like 2 jumps.
Yeah, but he's got he can go like 3/4 of a map in one attack.
Yeah, that's his charge attack though.
So
I don't know,
Captain
man.
Falcon, but like
And
No, Captain Falcon.
No, that
doesn't
one's
have much
instant.
You know what? I
Instantaneous.
play a shit ton of Falco, and Falco doesn't have a lot of fucking recovery, and you just get over it.
He's got more than Little Mac.
They're
though.
called glass cannons. That's part of their characters. You don't get hit with them.
I mean, yeah, he
like,
is still one
if
of
it
my
could
favorites.
recover, it would be like beyond OP. Like
Right. No, it wouldn't. It fucking wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But
Because if that character could easily get up to like 180% damage, that would be 2 or 3 KOs he could get in one life.
Yep,
And one KO punch will kill you at like 50% damage.
pretty much.
straight up murder.
That's unbalanced.
Ganondorf is reasonably balanced. He's slow as fuck, but he hits so
Like a
goddamn
Oh man,
hard.
got a fucking triple kill online with Ganondorf on a Warlock punch.
Wow.
It was the best moment ever.
Were
I
you
just-
playing with
I
morons
saw
and
it
blind
coming
people?
together in slow motion.
This guy seems to be charging up this really big punch. I wonder what'll happen if I
No,
just-
it- no, it
walking
was-
through his fist.
Like,
I can't help it.
One
It's
person-
so beautiful.
one person was
Nice.
attacking another person. They got knocked down into my attack, and the other person hit the other 2 people. So like they were all attacking each other, and I just happened to be lined up perfectly. So they knocked every one of themselves back into my punch.
oh man, that's fucking great.
I had someone.
I would have had to put down my DS and clap at that one if that happened to me.
Oh, I just stopped playing because I was like, you guys can't even kill me enough times to make me lose now.
I had someone roll themselves into the tilt up for Ganondorf. So I'm just like,
Oh
well,
man.
Fine.
Oh man.
Oh.
We do need to wrap this up, though.
Unfortunately.
Smash Bros. Is not the conversation to have right now.
It could be
We'll
next week.
continue that one next week.
Yep.
or
and
something.
the week
Upcoming.
after that, and in November when the Wii U version comes out.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more.
Okay.
We'll also be throwing up a video for that, hopefully.
Next up,
Or 6.
Or 20.
Alright,
You know.
so anyways, if you enjoyed the Banana Cast, don't forget to like, comment, and more important than all of that shit, fucking subscribe.
Subscribe to our
Become
shit,
an
maybe.
Awesome Possum Banana Cast Posse member.
Don't you want to be an awesome possum?
Join the
posse?
Banana Posse. Become an Awesome Possum and join the Banana Posse.
Be a part of our fruit salad.
Yep. That's not bad. Be part of the fruit salad.
Oh, man.
Join. Fucking subscribe.
We need some pineapple and some honeydew.
Don't forget the marshmallows.
That's gonna be you.
If you do subscribe, we have such fun things coming up this week as
Little Big
new.
Planet. Oh wait, no, maybe.
Well, we have more Little Big Planet
Multiple
coming
Little
up.
Big Planet episodes.
We have
Guacamelo.
no, it's not
Maybe.
coming out this week.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We have
Bad Rats.
No.
possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
It will
Would you guys let me fucking do this since I actually know what's coming out this week instead of just saying shit that is not coming out at all?
Nacho Libre.
This week we're actually having
Anyway.
Shadow of the Colossus. Obviously, this podcast is coming out. We're gonna have a new series. We're rebranding the shitty games to a new series, so join us for that. I think you guys are really gonna like it. We're having a lot more skits coming out. Little Big Planet's coming out this week, a couple episodes. 3D Duck Game Hero's coming out a couple of episodes this week.
Yep.
So new Let's Plays coming out, old Let's Plays continuing, review shows coming out, and we're doing a Drunken Horror Nights, filming it on Saturday, so be prepared in about 2 weeks for that to come out. If you liked our last one, I know a lot of people viewed that shit.
If you know where we live, show up. We need a live studio audience.
To also be scared shitless.
Yep, you can bring pizza,
Bring plenty of
and
pizza.
BYOB, because it's Drunken Horror Nights.
Uh,
That's gonna do it, signing off for the week of October...
Yes.
12th?
Yeah, the week of October 12th. Episode 7, first official Banana Cast name. Remember that we love you, each and every one of you, especially
You're all special
an
snowflakes.
individual. We
And we care about you
appreciate
deeply.
each individual fruit in the salad.
Even grapes, as shitty as you may be.
What? What?
Grapes are in fruit
Green
salad.
or red?
It doesn't
Grapes
matter.
suck.
Grapes are just like the
False.
consistency.
Wow,
Fucking
false.
ridiculous.
Grapes are
Anyways,
good.
bye guys.
Audience, good day.